Guys, I need to get this off my chest. I know the real reason why Jake Paul wants to fight Nate Diaz. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. And you guys are falling for it. It's actually, ridiculous by this point. What do they say again? Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times? Well, this is the 3rd time, guys. Jake Paul is scared. So obvious that Jake Paul is running for the hills just to save this little thing that he's created. But, I mean, it's smart from his management. If he fought Tommy Fury again and lost, which he would have, and probably worse, then the thing would have been done, this whole thing that he's created. So good on him. And I think having this fight even proves to us that he knows that he would lose if he fought him right now. Look, I'm a big MMA fan, okay? I appreciate MMA, UFC, I really do like Nate Diaz, but he's just not gonna win. First off, he's 40 years old. Come on, guys. At this point, you should surely know how much age matters. Second off, he's an MMA fighter, not a boxer. As we have learned in the past, being an MMA fighter does not mean you can box. They are 2 separate things, striking and boxing, okay? Just like boxing wouldn't work in a real fight, striking doesn't work in boxing. And before you say that Nate Diaz is a really good boxer in the UFC so he could win, hear me out. That's the UFC. That's like thinking Francis Ngannou's gonna beat Tyson Fury and all that, and just because he's good at punching in the UFC. Who cares? You do realize there's a huge difference between those UFC gloves and boxing gloves. And Nate Diaz still doesn't really knock people out, right? He rocked Rocky Edwards, but that was because of timing. That wasn't because of power, right? Jake's gonna have all that down because he's been training boxing for 3 years straight, funding with the best money can buy. I don't think you guys understand how much that affects things. Training with the best trainers 24/7. If I'm being honest, I think Jake Paul and his management are actually scared of both KSI and Tommy, especially KSI, but not for the reason you think. I don't think it's that they think that Jake is gonna get destroyed by either fighter. I just think they realize that it's a bigger risk now because this money-making machine that they've created gets destroyed if he loses either of those fights. That's why they're okay, let's just quickly put him in with a 40-year-old again, MMA fighter, get a little hype back so that he can go back on this money-making machine. Because don't let Jake Paul fool you. The reason he's doing this is for money. It's not... that's the reason. I will say, though, if Jake Paul actually follows through with the 2-fight deal and they have an MMA fight, he is going to get smoked. I don't know what the hell he thinks this is, but he's gonna get submitted so quick. He's delusional if he thinks he can win an MMA fight with him. But that's besides the point. I'm so glad I got that off my chest. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, or Jorge Masvidal is next.